We're live. Oh, and we are live. 20 minutes there. All right. Apparently, I'm just going to throw my seasoning all over the place. All right. So, the team is getting a lot of sales today. So, every now and then, I'm going to have to go out and tell all the new reps, good job, good job, good job. Because anytime someone gets a sell or sells a policy, we give them a big congratulations. All right. Got the rice going. All right. Whoo-wee. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. We got the sticky rice, and then for you guys who don't know, we are trying to build some more muscle this year. So we got to eat. Got to eat, baby. Pineapple, egg. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had this little snack here. I think I'm going to save that. Save that, save that. What is this? Throw a couple eggs in there. Egg, egg. Yeah. Throw a couple eggs in there. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, 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 munch. All right, anybody that comes to the chat, in case I don't see it, feel free. Once you come in, put a comment down below. Put a comment down below. All right, we got that. A little bit of soy sauce. And ponzu, citrus seasoning. This one's not bad. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Citrus, so it's got soy, lemon juice. This contains tuna fish? Ponzu. All right, guys. Let's get some people in the chat. Yep. Hope everyone, anybody who's coming in, doing a quick little cooking real quick. We're going to have a coffee talk. And we do have coffee made. Who we got? What's good? Levin Edits. What's up, Levin Edits? What's good with you? What's up? How are you? I am cooking real quick. We just got back from the gym, and we do have coffee right there. That's the coffee shop. You're doing perfect. That's what's up. Jarvis Beard, hello. Welcome to the chat. I am cooking real quick, guys. I am hungry. So we got the air fryer going over here. I made some split chicken breast, and I got the rice going. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thumbs up. What is you cooking? Hey, man, what is you cooking? I'm cooking the good stuff, man. I'll show you. Oh, thank you for the like. Jackie Wiseman, thank you. I like how he said, what is you cooking? Let me show you what I'm cooking, baby. I got some sticky rice. By the way, if you guys like what I'm showing you, this is nutrition for athletes. So if you play baseball, football, soccer, this is good nutrition that if you want to put on size. I had surgery, lost like 80 pounds. So now I'm building myself back up. So this is what I eat when I want to build up, sharing it with you. Thanks for the thumbs ups. First things first, anybody, you got to love carbs. sticky rice. If you want to know the brand or what I use, just let me know. Like and sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Javis. Yeah, so I have some citrus seasoning, some ponzu, soy sauce. Inside of here, let's see. Let me pull this off. Inside of my air fryer, I'm going to flip these in a couple minutes and split chicken breast. They had a deal for $2.50 a pound. So I grabbed me about 20 pounds of them chickens. All right. So over through here. What is that? Oh, yeah, that's the microwave. And this is my snack while I cook. So my snack is a couple whole eggs and some sticky rice, chicken, and carrot. So, yo, what's up, WD? So this is my fridge. So when I tell you guys, if you want to be an athlete, okay, that's what I teach. I coach athletes. Fruit, eggs, fruit, eggs. You can do a lot with fruit and eggs. Oh, it is good, baby. Come on now. You talking to Coach Chris. Coach Chris ain't going to cook something that you're not going to like. Yo, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Yeah, Hudson. Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne, both dead, same month. Crazy. I didn't find out. Comment down below if you like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was an American legend, transcended wrestling. God, I cannot believe Hulk Hogan died. God, Hudson. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I mean, he probably was the GOAT, and he was really popular in Japan and stuff, too. Hogan was the man, dude. God, I love Hogan. He was around for a long time, too. Yeah, it's like, hey, brother, what you gonna do when the Hulkamania comes running down on you? You know, he's like Hogan was the man, dude. I used to watch him growing up. God. Well, let's dedicate this meal to Hulk Hogan. So, yeah, I actually did a big, I did some heavy squats today in honor of Hogan. I was just like, can't. That is the timer. What is this? Oh, the carrot chips. Okay, that being said, Hogan, baby. I only got 18-inch arms, not 21. But Cameron Porter, welcome back. That's my moderator. So guys, lean shakes, these are good. Fruits, all this stuff good. Just let me know if you have any questions. Cameron Porter is my moderator. He's always great. Thank you, Cameron, for showing up. Doing some cooking. Now we got to flip these bad boys. You want to see what's in the air fryer? I'll show you what I'm cooking. I'll show you what I'm laying down, guys. Let's see here. I need to get my tongs. Where did my tongs go? There they are. Okay. So, I'll show it to you real quick. Bam. Bam! Look at it. Woo-wee. That's something good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them bad boys. Oh, yeah, it's storming. Yeah, there's a storm. Today's been one of those days. The water was out in the city. My favorite restaurant, I was going to eat post-workout. They were closed. Oh, boy. This right here alone just cost me $4.50. Now we're going to take this. Let me show you how to do it in the air fryer. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, a little of the ponzu sauce. This is citrus, so I'm going to throw a little bit of that on there because I have a good liner on there with a little bit of soy sauce. Then, because I like it extra crispy, I take a little bit of olive oil Spam. After I flip it, pop it in here, and we're going to go for about another 12, 13 minutes. Typically, guys, you want 360 degrees for 25 to 26 minutes, flipping halfway through. Yeah, man, it is really good. Thank you. I'm a big believer in food over supplements. This is a coffee talk, so we're going to talk about a lot of stuff on here. But because I train athletes as some of my income, every time I go live, I like to talk about food. You can ask Cameron Porter. He's come to more of my lives than most anybody. GG seasonings. Oh, yeah. Got to have seasonings, baby. Cool. Yeah, so seasonings, these are some of my favorite. I'll show you some of mine. Minced onion, super important. Anything Traeger, anything Traeger. See, I'm a big fan of citrus. So whenever you cook, you want salt and pepper, right? But when you put like anything with onion and citrus and lime and pepper mixed together, you're a big believer in not believing in nationalism. Oh, brother, that's all right. You are entitled to your opinion, but there is nothing wrong with being a nationalist. Nothing wrong with being proud of your own culture. Like in America, when we have, well, not to get on a political point, and keep in mind, we do try to keep it as we try to keep it as appropriate as possible. Anybody who starts to like spam or, I want you to be able to type whatever you want. But if you become annoying, I have moderators. They will silence you and we'll kick you out. But FG, be proud of who you are and where you come from. Remember, we all come from different cultures. Yes, we all live in the same world, but there's nothing wrong with being a nationalist. I mean, you don't want to be a nationalist to the point where you kill other people who aren't part of your culture. That's called being an asshole. And nobody likes an asshole. But if you're Irish or if you're from Africa or you're from, like me, I'm from an Anglo-Saxon tribe. I'm German and I'm Viking. I'm very proud of my heritage. I come from a warrior heritage of strong warriors. Why would I not be proud of that? That's why I have like Valhalla and Odin, also the Christian faith. All these things make up part of who I am. So guys, always be proud of where you come from. And anybody who's in your circle, they should always, any man that's worth their salt is going to honor another man's culture because we know what it's like to be a man and represent something. You got to be part of something, guys. Got to. And here's a snack right here. Just some sticky rice, whole egg, some ribeye. But minced onion, Traeger. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I'm all about some seasoning. Why did the universe decide to take Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan in the same week? Hunter, that is a great question. I was at the gym earlier, and I was doing some heavy ass squats, and I was really tired. And in the midst of that set, I literally thought that same thing. I said, why the hell did the universe take these legends in the same week? And I busted a heavy set out, and it got me through. So Hunter, I feel you on that, brother. Guys, like, comment, share. This is the seasoning drawer. So some people were asking about my seasonings. I like seasonings. I have a drawer and a counter dedicated to it. And for all my vegans, my bad. Oh no, FG, that's okay. Of course I'm a cool dude. I'm a dragon, guys. I died a long time ago and came back and reincarnated into a dragon. But nah. No, FG, speak your opinion, be you, say whatever you want. I mean, you're entitled. If you don't like nationalists, that's fine. You know what I mean? But yeah, look, learn about your heritage, learn about your culture, learn where you come from. Be proud of that. Honor your heritage. You are carrying the genes of your ancestors. Don't forget that. You being born, the sperm and the egg from your mom and dad, the 23 chromosomes making up who you are, is so improbable that happened. You're a miracle just for being born. Now, back to a commercial break. This is Nutritional Yeast. All right, guys, if you don't eat meat, get you Nutritional Yeast. I cook for some of my clients. Look at the vitamins and minerals in there. Thiamine, riboflavin, folate, not folic acid. Remember, your body doesn't break down folic acid, but Nutritional Yeast. This is going to make something taste nutty and cheesy. Cheesy and nutty. So, anybody who's into cooking, Nutritional Yeast is awesome. Nutritional Yeast, pink salt, oh yeah. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Rock me like a hurricane! You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got chicken cooking. We got that. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a coffee talk. Subjects of today: nutrition, health, training, entrepreneurship, leadership. Oh, I'm going to have to congratulate one of my sales reps real quick. All of that good stuff. Yeah, so I took a screenshot real quick. I'll show it to you. So we have a sales team, right? And this is the sales teams right now. So that's the reps right there. So Zach just sold a policy with Sika and made $2,292. Dylan made a policy for Boom for $1,551. So because I coach and I'm part of a sales team and we all get together, whenever anybody makes a sale, we all congratulate each other, because when you do business and you do sales, it can be kind of a grind. So anytime you do a sale, you want to be part of a team, like right through here. Oh yeah. Gracie, my favorite nurse from Alabama. One of my other moderators is here. Cameron Porter's here. Levin Edits came in and subscribed to the channel. Wha-bam! There we go. By the way, anybody who just came in, this is some of the sales reps and teams that we do. So again, by the way, Gracie, question for you. Listen, Coach Chris shall be known as the live streamer that engaged with his followers more than anybody in the world. At least we try to. Gracie is a nurse. Gracie, do you recommend, which state are you in for nursing again? Was it Alabama, I think? Because this is Boom, Humana, and Sika, C-I-C-A. These are some of the health providers that, yeah. So these are some, just now, Zach sold a policy, and I'm curious if you have got an opinion on Humana, Boom, Sika, CHUB. I know it's kind of boring stuff for some people, but I wonder if you recommend any of these, because a lot of the sales teams, seems like a lot of people are selling Humana for like their health care. Because you got to remember, guys, some of the businesses that I'm involved in is selling life health insurance, because people get older, they own limited money. If something happens, they have to go to a hospital, they need good coverage so they can get covered for their services. Yeah, so in the future, if you're of legal age, right, like at least 18, even if you don't graduate high school, let me know. You can do it in the chat and we can talk, and I can kind of show you how you can build a business with that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So also, guys, the Hulkster, guys. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, baby. In honor of Hulk Hogan, I am going to become a Hulk, but I won't ever be that big. But yeah, crazy Hulk Hogan died. Sad day. Sad day. Yeah, it really does depend on their condition. Yeah, I know there's pros and cons for each of the policies. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Some of the HMO and PPO plans, it's such a bureaucracy, but it is what it is. It's kind of like this. It's not going away, so you might as well make some money off of it. Stronger every day. Stronger every day. Welcome back. Yeah, it is hard to explain. Nah, don't explain on this. Stronger every day. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, the legend. Rest in peace. Wha-bam! And now we're back in the kitchen. Okay. Guys, I am cooking. Let's see. Love and peace and hope everyone had a blessed day. Reaper, absolutely. I love that message. Reaper, I absolutely love that you are spreading that joy. Guys, we're at 9 thumbs ups in 19 minutes. That is cool. That is an average of 2.1 thumbs ups per minute. That is amazing. Bro, chill. Bro, it's my live stream. I'll do whatever I want. You don't realize how excited I am to eat my Don't Push the Horses. Yeah, shout out to Usyk. I hear you, Patricia. Don't push the horses. Shout out to the greatest heavyweight champion of our time, Usyk. Oh yeah, man cooking? I cook every day. You kidding me? But listen, I do keep it appropriate on my channel because sometimes I have some younger viewers that come in, even though I put it's not for kids. You can do whatever you want. Just keep it somewhat appropriate. We can have fun here, okay? But a man cooking, of course. Listen, you need a man in your house that can cook. Women can cook, men can cook. It's good. Look, it's good. But I've got my chicken breast in here. What we got? My name's Deputy King. I'm a sheriff's deputy. Well, there you go. Gunner, what part of, you said, Sheriff King, I'm a sheriff's deputy? That's cool, Gunner. Where are you a deputy at? So, we have 360 for 2 minutes more. And then I'm going to open this up and show you how my split chicken breast that I got for $2.58 a pound looks. I am 21. I know I look younger. Yeah, but that's cool. Like I said, guys, Pinal County, Arizona. I just moved to the East Coast from California. So Arizona was a spot I looked at. So, okay, Pinal County. There you go. There you go. So let me ask you this, Gunner, what is it like being a sheriff's deputy? Okay, what's it like being a sheriff's deputy? Because sometimes some of the viewers that come in, they're looking to transition into the military and stuff. Your real name is Deputy King? All right, Mr. King. Everyone can cook, one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite Disney. Oh, yeah, everyone can cook. But the question is, does it taste good? My ex-wife, I used to cook for her every night. See, I enjoy cooking. I train a lot, so I'm trying to build muscle again after my surgery. So I'm very picky. So I'm not really picky. I'll eat anything. But because I know how to cook, when something's not seasoned right, I hate it. Oh, dude, you have a canine? Do you have one of those, like, what is it, the Belgian Malinois or whatever? Because I'm a veteran, and I served overseas. And oh, no, it's not for everyone. By the way, guys, talk amongst yourself in the chat, too. This chat is for people to come, learn, meet people from all over the country or world, have a community where they can come in, feel comfortable. We have nurses, we have deputies, we have students. We even have some younger viewers. There's one of my moderators is 9 years old, right? So we try to keep it appropriate, but communicate amongst yourself, like, subscribe. This is a community where I'm doing my best to keep the good vibes going. So I'm a Marine vet. Navy. King, I was in the Navy. Thank you for your service. I love my Marines. We used to have a joke, Marines arrive riding in Navy commitment. Marines arrive riding in Navy equipment. Thank you for the sub. If you look back at some other videos, this channel talks about nutrition, it talks about training, entrepreneurship. And for those that just came in, this is something that I do on the side. I have a lot of military and veterans who are into health insurance, right? We sell life and annuities and stuff. So you see right here, earlier today, like 10, 15 minutes ago, Indigo Dillard, he sold a policy for $1,500 and a Humana, a Sika, $22. I mean, that guy, Zach, literally went out and made $2,292 in one day. Now, that $2,292 was split over 12 months, but think about it. He made that much money in one day. No, I was a sailor, brother. I was never a SEAL or a SWCC. Now, I was at a command called SBT 22, which is a SWCC command. They basically take the SEALs in and out of combat. Yes, sir. And I was a logistics specialist. Ooh, my chicken's done. Let me grab this. For that command, and I got to go with those guys, and I got to learn, and I learned how to train with the human performance coach. So that's where I learned about training. Look at them bad boys. So there was one time in my life. Needs a little bit more time though. Remember guys, let me pull this here. You want to air fry 360 for about 25 minutes, but these are thick chicken breasts, so I'm going to put about 5 more minutes. All right, 2, 3, 4, 5, start. All right. Oh yeah, so you were in E4 when you got out, so you went in, did your time, got out. That's fair, that's fair. Here, any of my veterans, I'll show you something cool. This is when I served. So you're asking me, I was part of a SWIT command, and the commander himself, Commander Frankie, he gave this to me, Chris Whitehead. He gave it to me. So I have a coin with my name on it from the commander who was a SEAL, and I served. He was my commander. These are the people I served with when I was in Afghanistan. That's me right there. Christopher Whitehead, Adrian Barry, Edward Humphrey. Man, it's funny seeing all these. Yeah, brother. That's my medals and stuff. Oh yeah, actually I was look. Listen. Look, that's my flag. That's my bed. Don't get mad at me. It's been a long day, but that's my Boston tea stain 1776. Oh, I was boots on ground in Afghanistan. Yes, sir. I volunteered. I volunteered to go to Afghanistan as an IA. So for me, it's very simple. I went over there to say, hey, so you were in Iraq. Okay. So I was part of Enduring Freedom. That was from 2010 to 2015. And I got this right here, my sword. I'll show you guys. That's all right. One deployment's more than a lot of people get, dude. See, look, SPT 22. I got my sword here. This was given to me, and these are some of the SWIT teams that I supported. This is my Enduring Freedom. So that's part of the war I served in. These are the letters that were written to me when I served. All of these, I like to share them sometimes with you guys. They say, thank you, CJ, for being a hero. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love, this is one of my most prized possessions. Like, I basically have a bunch of letters here, and they're like, get home safe, CJ, get home safe. So that's my most prized possession right there, believe it or not. I got a divorce earlier this year, and when I moved 2,000 miles across the country, that was one of my most precious things I wanted to take with me. Like, no joke. No, I'm out of the Navy now, and I train people. I coach entrepreneurs to believe in themselves, right? What did Cam say? More than none. Yep. So all of these letters, man, I tell people all the time, when you serve and you get letters that say, thank you for being brave, like these kids are so young. It literally says, thank you for being brave. And they're so young, they can't even spell brave right now, you know? But that's cool because like the imperfections are what make it. You know, thank you for serving. Like sometimes I tear up when I watch this stuff. It's just, you know, guys, you got to be part of something, man. You gotta, you gotta be, you gotta be part of something in this world to keep your sanity. If you live in a world where you're not part of a group and you're not doing something productive, your mind will start playing tricks on you and it'll become a poison. You will be disgruntled. You got to find a clique. You got to find a group. You got to find a culture. You got to surround yourself with good people. I mean, that is the key to success, guys. And I teach people this in my entrepreneur classes. I used to charge money for them, but now I just do them for free online. This is in Afghanistan right here. Right here. A priest gave me this hat. These are some pictures I drew when I was over there and in China and stuff. I drew these by hand when I was on a boat. That's music theory. That's when I like to play music. I got a satchel full of silver dollars from a poker tournament. Oh, I'll show you something cool. I'm kind of ADHD too, guys, so if I jump from thing to thing, hopefully you are entertained. And don't forget, we're going to play piano in a little bit. Thanks, Cameron. Cameron, shout out to Cameron Porter, my longest contributing moderator. Shout out to all the nurses like Gracie, who are always helping other people before themselves. Shout out to the retired military, people that came in, got out. Shout out to anyone who is a public servant because your service is very much appreciated. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, man, I can relate to that. I moved from the beginning of this month. Marry your values, Gunner, not into others shall never leave you, Lady Karma. Yeah, that's good advice. That's why Cameron's one of my moderators, one of my top ones, actually, him and Gracie. Um, that's solid advice. Yeah, I'm still legally married until October because of California state laws. You have to wait 6 months and a day. So, yeah, dude, you see, that's what this community is about. It's about people coming in, being vulnerable, understanding if anyone's a creep, we'll kick them out. But people that see this, like, comment, share, and then eventually I don't know how far the live's going to go. I don't. But what I do know is I'm going to do my best to do 20 or 30 minutes. Hey, man, it's okay if you can I join. Yeah, so basically the community, what is basically this one right here. It's just when I go live. I was going to build a school community and charge like a membership and do all that, but I'm in the process of building my insurance business full time. So when I say community, I'm just saying, hey, cut on the bell, and when I go live, do your best to come in, say hey, and what does that lead to? I'm coming up to about 3,000 subscribers. I'm not a very big channel, but maybe in the future, that leads me to maybe try to do something where I do a host. I go to an event and do a speak, get everybody to meet each other. I do have plans to do that. It's just between the divorce and starting the insurance business and still trying to do live and then moving all my stuff 2,000 miles away, coming on these lives. This is basically my social time. If I'm not doing this, I'm either in the gym, cooking, eating, or selling. Oh, hell yeah, 51 bucks an hour, and you're in Arizona. So the cost of living in Arizona is higher than other places, but it's still not bad, right? It's not as bad as California. What's the minimum wage, Gunner? What's the minimum wage in Arizona? Oh, yeah. So California was really expensive. It was crazy how expensive things were and the lack of uh, quality you got for the price you paid is pure socialism. This is my flag that I flew at the base in Afghan. So Operation Enduring Freedom, this flag was flown on the base right there in TK, and I took it up, flew it on the flag, and then pulled it down. So, yep. Ah, whew. Now we have the sticky rice is good to go. That's good to go. And let me cut open this little piece of chicken real quick, and let's make sure that this sucker, I think it's cooked all the way through. Let me guys want to see the chicken, how it turned out. I'll show it to you here in a second. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks pretty darn good, and it's crispy. Oh yeah, it's crazy what you can do in an air fryer, guys. Not bad. So, mm, oh that's fine. Yeah, so 14.70 an hour. See, in Georgia now it's like 9.70. So 14.70 is not bad. So yeah, you're making almost 3 times minimum wage, right? So 15, 30, 45. Oh, you are making, you're making over 3 times minimum wage. That is great. My top fans, interesting. Yeah, I don't even know how that works. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I remember Gracie said she had new puppies not too long ago. I remember her talking about that. By the way, that is a good piece of chicken. See how it slices right through there and it's still crispy? Yep. Yeah, Gracie mentioned that one of the puppies in one of the last chats. I remember that comment specifically. She said that a puppy had just opened its eyes, and I was thinking, oh, what a good moment. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty simple. Remember, as an athlete, I'm a big believer. I mean, they say chicken and rice. You want to be a moderator, Gunner? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm going to put you not as a managing, obviously, but I'll put you as a standard. Um, well, I guess like the Bible says, the Jabez prayer, you have not because you ask not. There's a perfect example of sales. Anybody watching this channel, that is a great example of sales. We had a conversation with someone, and then Gunner here, Deputy King, was like, hey, I want to be a moderator. Mentioned it, said it, asked for it, and I was thinking, well, is there a good reason why I wouldn't want you to be a moderator? You're a veteran. You want to be part of the community with the live. You're giving good advice. You seem empathetic. So yeah, you should definitely be one. But yeah, Cameron, I definitely decided yeah, because in case Cameron can't come in or one of my other moderators can't. Look, Cameron was here the other day when we had someone who was probably from Iran who came into the chat and was just blasting hate stuff. He was like, da, da, Gaza, 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 duh, 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 duh. And yeah, well, the thing is, a lot of my personality is in the lives. When I'm in person, I'm still the same. But I kind of focus in. Like if I'm working, I'm like next, 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 and then I pull back and chill. But yeah, please reserve mod privileges with respect. Yeah, of course. Because if anyone doesn't, then it's very simple. I'll take away their moderation. Like, let's just say, for example, Gunner was a crazy Marxist who had tricked me in this chat. I would revoke him. But I don't think you're that way, especially because you're in police, you're a veteran and a Marine. Harvey, don't. Yeah, I mean, I go live at different times. And once I get my contracts redone for the insurance for Georgia, I'm going to have to go for 3 weeks to North Carolina or Mississippi. Anybody else eat the bones, or is that just me? Nah, it's so good. I'm sorry I can't share it with you guys, but it's so yummy. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you the secret sauce, okay? Oh, and thank you for that. As many as you can. So, the ponzu seasoning, right? I'm telling you guys. The ponzu and the soy sauce mixed with the Traeger. There it is. There it is. Yeah. That will turn chicken into that. And that will make you happy. Yep. And for rice, I'm telling you. Oh, you keep the bonfire lit? Oh, yeah. 3 ladies' rice. 3 ladies' rice. It's bakgao. It's a Thailand rice. So if you like Thai food and you like that sticky rice when they make their curry, this is it. Uh-oh, battery's getting low. Let me get my external charger. I love me some of this too. Ube bread. Ube. Ube pancel. I think it's called pancel. What is it called? Pencil. the ube. When you get bread, if you have a Filipino shop nearby, get the ube because it's made with sweet potato. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chris is what? Thirsty not to perish. Yeah. I ain't gonna perish. 609? What's 609? Mm-mm. No. I love video games. When I was growing up, I used to play them. But, brother, I wouldn't have time to do chats. Excuse me, I'm going to cut this up. Nah. Well, I play one game. Now, if you guys go into Google, yeah, it's 609 here. If you go into Google and you type Christopher space Whitehead space poker, I'll pop up in Google. That's me. I like to play poker tournaments, right? So that's the only game I like to play. And why do I like to play poker tournaments? Because I'm not a big gambler. Yeah, I'm not really a big gambler, but poker tournaments is about statistics, speculative risk, and pure risk, and I'm decent at the game. I've cashed in some big tournaments in San Diego at Hamul, and you'll see me on Google. Well, I'll show you. Yeah, so you guys, right there. See me right there? Chris Whitehead, GPI, poker, that's me. So if you actually do Christopher Whitehead poker online, yeah, I'm on, yeah, that's me. That's me on a big poker tournament. No, I know, it's crazy. Bro, I know, it's crazy, right? Nobody ever expects that. Yeah, I know, right? Well, the thing is, yeah. Well, okay, so here's what I used to do. My last business in California, I sold supplements, like energy supplements and stuff like that. So I would go take products to the poker tournaments. Now remember, in a poker tournament, remember guys, in a poker tournament, okay, you pay money and you get a ticket. The tickets can be anywhere from $100 up to thousands of dollars. So what I would do is I'd play the little tournaments, get up enough points. Which one? Did I watch what yet? Which a movie? Oh man, no. I hadn't went to a movie theater in so long, but the other day my sister wanted to watch the new Jurassic Park, and I hadn't seen the new Jurassic Park, any of them, but I did watch the new Jurassic Park. Um, nah, this is where I'm kind of lame when it comes to movies and stuff like that. I take all that extra time and I try to stream and do stuff, and I barely have enough time to even play poker tournaments anymore, just because I'm so busy with the contracts with the insurance world. But you got to remember, um, this year from October 15th to December 5th, that's open enrollment. That's enrollment, annual ARP, annual enrollment, AEP. Oh yeah, I mean, look, I love Nellie Ford. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. By the way, we were just saying a random interesting vault. I'm hustling. Yeah, you could say that. um, if you Google Christopher Whitehead, that's me on Google. I was just sharing with people that they were asking me what I did in my free time. Hi, Nellie Ford. Hope you're doing well. Don't be mad at me if I eat while I do this, but I just cooked some yummy food, as you can see over here. Whoop bam! and I want to take a bite of my yummy food because I am building muscle again. And when I build muscle, I get cranky when I don't eat. And y'all don't want a cranky Chris on stream. That's no fun. But, so, I'm handsome. Well, thank you very much. Nothing wrong with calling me handsome. My ex-wife used to say that before she cheated on me. But that being said, I sometimes do have some younger viewers that come in from time to time. Have fun, tell jokes, do whatever you want. Just please keep everything respectful. That is all I ask. So this is the chicken. That's the marinade. And that is the sticky rice. And I am going to take the big spoon. Right. There's a big spoon. And I am going to take said rice. All right, guys. Very good technique. You put the rice on the plate because carbs do not make you fat, believe it or not, if you work. And then this is the key, guys. This is the key. You take the juices, the juice from the chicken. Right. This is what I do. Okay, you fold this bad boy up, and then you take the juice, and then you pour it over the rice like that. Then you marinate your sticky rice. And this is Thai 3 ladies chicken rice. So what that means is that it absorbs the flavor really good. What we got here? Man, I got some chats in here. One second. Let me read these. Take a bite. Then I'm going to take a bite of my chicken, and I'm going to play some piano. Then I'm going to read the chat. All right. We got, hi, Gracie. Oh, that looks yum. I still have to cook it up. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, exactly. Thanks, Gracie. Thanks for that. Yeah, we have one of my young moderators was going through a tough time, and she's only 9 years old. I didn't know that when I made her a moderator. But we had a long talk. I did a stream one day for like 2 hours, and she stayed and kind of opened up to me. And because I'm a mentor in business and a veteran and an entrepreneur and a mentor of the people, I kind of felt like she needed a positive role model. So to inspire her, some of my moderators are a little bit younger. It's Gucci. Elena Miller. Hi, welcome this, Melly. Oh, yeah. Well, you can say white ain't right when it comes to carbs, but here's what I would say. Processed carbs are bad, but when you get real good rice and real good chicken, I can promise you it will make you strong. Well, if you're actually training. If you're not training, yeah. But if you're an athlete and you're doing stuff like hard work or physical labor, you know, oh yeah, trust me, I get it. I get it. I had Bloxford Nerve. What's going on, brother? Welcome back to the chat. So here's the thing. I grew up with a 15-year-old mother living in a car, going to school with no shoes on in a drug-infested environment where I was 150 pounds in high school. I was malnourished for many years of my life. So I can definitely relate to most people. I wasn't born privileged. I worked my butt off for everything that I got. I served. I won 52 medals to the United States. I was homeless. Check this out. Oh, salmon and spinach is great. Absolutely great. But I would add a carb to it, especially if I was doing physical activity. To me, it makes no sense not to put complex carbohydrate that mediate the effect of the glycemic index and the glucose intake if you have high glycogen reserves. You are very welcome. That's me pretending to be smart on nutrition. No, but it's kind of like this. I did heavy squats today, so I do athletic movements, heavy deadlifts, heavy pressing, a couple 100 pounds overhead, a couple 100 pounds on my back, a couple overhand. So when I do full bodies, I deplete my sugar. So I know how much glycogen my body can hold. So carbohydrates are mono and polysaccharides. And when you deplete your glycogen, you can put glycogen back in your muscles. And when your muscles hold glycogen, they can perform better. Oh, God, that'll cause some PTSD. Yeah, do what's best for you, Naley. But Gunner's opening up here. Remember, this community is about people who, a lot of people have had PTSD and stuff when they come in here. Gunner's got a thing in here where he was talking about he struggled at 12 because his father got shot in front of him. That's insane. Could you imagine that? Right? And it's kind of like, I rendered aid and I put my belt. Oh, wow. So even at 12 years old, you understood about rendering aid and understood the power of a tourniquet. Wow. Yeah, man. That's heavy, brother. Um, yeah, I mean, the first time, the first time I saw someone get shot was probably a little bit later in life. Now I hunted and I was used to animals and stuff like that. But yeah, to be that young and get that experience, that'll cause some PTSD. But you know what's cool about that, man? Nothing, obviously. But you think about you went into the Marines, you became a deputy sheriff officer. So that experience led you to become the strong man that you are today. Now, hopefully, you've gotten to the point where you've accepted the fact that I mean, something like that's going to cause trauma and it's going to cause PTSD. Let me plug this in before my phone dies. So, I would just make sure that, Gunner, I would make sure that you have gotten through that because that's something that you can outwork for a while, but eventually those memories are going to come back up in your life. And hopefully you've gotten through that because, that's a heavy conversation, man. All right. Oh, because the last name is King. All right, King. Yeah, I keep calling you Gunner. You got to remember, I get a lot of people that come in here. I try to keep up with everybody, but I'll do my best to. I will do my best to keep up with that, King. And yeah, see what's pretty cool here. We have our normals. We have blue. Fruit Noob is one of my younger viewers. I knew that. Delaney's one of my younger ones, but it's cool just to have some consistent viewership come in. That's cool, man. And everybody's going to appreciate you too. You guys are probably going to think I'm rude if I eat, but you know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. Guys, if you are prepping, you got to get an air fryer. This entire meal cost me, this entire meal right here cost me with the rice, the seasoning, that's a $5 meal. A big old slab of chicken and rice, a $5 meal with organic chicken, no rib meat. Mm. Well, I appreciate that because, guys, I used to be about a pretty, I'm not small now, but I used to be a lot bigger. And I kind of want to build some more muscle after my surgery. I had an incident where I lost a lot of weight and I lost a lot of muscle. So I'm trying to build my muscle back. So, all right, looks like we had some more cells. Would you guys like to see any of the cells that the team made earlier today? Because I just got a message. I'm about to go into the other screen. Do y'all want me to take a screenshot and show you some of the cells that they made? Yeah, Gracie, that's what it's all about, guys. See, King, your story touched Gracie, right? So Gracie, Super Slay. Thank you, Super Slay. I'm sorry if I'm chewing loud. So it's up to, you got a 600-pound bench? Are you serious? That's insane. I think you're pulling my leg on that. I mean, maybe not. How tall are you? Are you shorter? Are you like 5'5", 5'6"? Do you have like shorter arms, or you have levers for benching? Because 600 bench is crazy. I'm a pretty strong dude, you know, especially on pulling motions like weighted pull-ups and deadlifts and stuff. But a max bench of 600, that's pretty insane, especially depending what your body weight is. Yep, thank you. How tall are you? 600-pound bench is pretty insane. I know a lot of strong benchers, and I personally don't know a single 600-pound bencher. I know some 450s, some 500s, but okay. That's right. You gotta remember, I've been training people for 2 decades. Yeah, if you're 6'2", at 6'2" with long arms, anything over 315 is good. Just because the longer your arms, remember, the further you have to push a weight, the harder it is. Now, Gunner, you didn't tell me this, but I bet you're good at deadlifting. You're 6'2". I bet you have longer arms. I bet you can deadlift. I bet your pulling motion is strong. You said your dad's been having you to work out. Well, I know you said you had an issue. You had a story with your dad, and he was shot when you were younger. So I guess in doing that, he taught you how to work out and stay that. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Someone that's 6'1", 6'2", or taller, you don't have to bend as far to pick up the bar. Therefore, you're built to deadlift, right? If you have strong legs, you're built to deadlift. But if you're 6'2" and you're bench pressing 600 pounds, I'm telling you, I was kind of smelling some bullshit. Sorry. I was like, uh-huh. You're talking to a certified master trainer. My job in the Navy was to train people. So it's like, I've seen the cream of the crop. I've seen the 1-plate benchers, the 2-plate, the 3-plate. I've seen some guys, and I'm like, man, if you got a 600-pound bench, By the way, you should use dumbbells. Yeah, that's cool. You'll probably be better. What's this? Yeah. I guarantee you'll be better at dumbbell bench than flat. But guys, since this is a coffee talk, man, I am so happy with the chicken I made. Please, guys, if you type below any haters in the chat, if it's rude when I eat, please let me know. If not, I do not want to be rude, but boy, I tell you what, I've been building muscle again. My pressing's getting back up, my deadlift, my squat, my weighted pull-ups, and I've got to eat. One thing I know about myself, when I eat whole eggs, well, depends on the culture. My ex-wife is Chinese. She's from Guangzhou. I've got this habit from her where I do this when I eat because it's considered very inappropriate to eat. Yeah, Cameron mentioned that before. Hey, Cameron, there was a time, a long time ago, I saw a water weight where you fill something up with water and then you turn it and you kind of jerk it and the water is moving inside of the container. And I thought that would be great for athleticism. Because I do ballistic movements. Yes, I do the slow and controlled to build some muscle, but I'm more like, bam! Like, boom, boom, ballistic movements. Yeah. So anytime you train, sometimes you want to do like static motions where you just get against a wall when you push. Sometimes you want to be explosive. Sometimes you want to go under control. Sometimes you want to go lighter and do a full range of motion. It kind of depends on what you're working on, whether it's speed, power, endurance, performance. There's sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, myofibrillar hypertrophy. There's power output. There's metabolic conditioning. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That will be, trust me, you'll know her when she comes in. She'll probably be the one, sometimes she mutes people for interesting reasons. That'll be Miss Delaney. But hit the like button! Guys, when we get to 15 thumbs ups, I will go play my piano. Yep. Jimmy White. Jimmy White, my grandfather was killed by a vehicular homicide. Do I like guns? Oh, yeah, I like guns. I mean, because I served, I said at 15 I'd play piano. I'm going to. This is then. I don't shoot anymore just because when I was overseas, I did a lot of hunting, as you can imagine. But yeah, I've always got my little piece. You know what I'm saying? So I keep this one ready to go. Nothing crazy, right? Just a CA 380. But I keep this one by the bedside, and that one's got a couple rounds in there. And then, oh, you on a 416? Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, trust me. It's first off, what's more dangerous than a gun, if somebody breaks in, I'll take this big sucker right here. Now listen, you hear this wind? Ah! I'll go Bruce Lee on him, man. But I'd rather be a friend. And this is the gun safe. So if heavy artillery is needed, we got the Winchester. Now, I did say at 15 thumbs ups. By the way, Jimmy, that's my chicken. Now, God, this little chicken thing I made right here with the air fryer, can't. If I open up the gun safe, YouTube will flag the video. They already may flag it because I showed my pistol. But the state of Georgia, oh my God. Sorry, guys. Oh, that chicken was so good. Blocks Fruit Noob, that is one of my younger moderators, right? Hit already. Yep. I really needed some food. Yep. Now my state, the state of Georgia, it's a conceal state. So I can take my little conceal. Oh yeah, I can take my conceal anywhere I go. And for me, I'm not really too concerned with myself. But in case I'm in an area I'm not sure of and somebody else. Good day, Dollar. Yep. Oh, yeah. Having a little dagger is great. By the way, guys, we're at 16 thumbs ups. I am going to go play piano here for a second. God, I was so hungry after this workout, dude, because I've been lifting to get stronger. Remember, guys, when you want to build muscle, go through a strength phase. Do 6 to 8 reps with compound movements. And, oh, Delaney. Welcome back, Delaney. By the way, shout out to Delaney. She's my young moderator. But Delaney, when I said go through some videos and do comments, I didn't expect you to do 20, 30, 40 comments. But I swear, I promise, I went through every comment that you did, and I tried to reply, but I saw all the comments that you put in. So thank you so much for that. That is why you're my moderator. So that's a Glock 19, nice, with the Tri-Time red dot, okay, and a mini. Oh, so you got the flashlight mounted on the side of it? Can you? But that's got to be on a side piece. You can't put that on a conceal. That's too big to conceal, right? I'm imagining so. Thank you, Delaney. I can see that as a good side piece. I like that Georgia. You don't have to conceal the weapon. Like you can carry and let the on a side holster, but to actually conceal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, people always judge when you have a piece. Except me. When I see someone who's got some good triceps and they're kind of jacked and they have a gun, I'm kind of like, nice. I think that's someone I can depend on if something goes down. See, I served with warriors, and I know those people are ready to throw down if needed to be. So to me, I don't see why people, there's a common theme, and I am about to go play piano, guys. There's a common theme. Well, yeah, you can conceal it, but the question is, every state's different. Like, I think Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and Mississippi, but not Tennessee. I may be wrong. But you have to have a special permit to actually conceal it. But it's so funny because I hear people online, what does it say? Oh, yeah. Well, they have the cities and they have the counties for sure. Well, yeah, well, King, we don't all have the privilege to be. Well, let me ask you this. Is there any differences in privilege as a sheriff if you're off duty? If you're off duty, do you still have any special privileges compared to a citizen? But not everybody's a sheriff. Okay. So when you're off duty, you're just basically back to citizenship. But when you are on, I guess, on duty, on the record, then you have like the I say privilege because I don't know another word for it, but you have the right to, I don't know what's a better word than privilege, the legal right to, I guess I don't know how to verbiate that. But you're off the duty, you're a citizen, you're on the clock, now you have additional responsibility. And by having that additional responsibility, it comes with perks, I guess. All right, now that I ate most of my chicken, not all of it. Don't worry about that latissimus dorsi right there. That's from them one-arm rows, baby. I think CC is... Okay, what is CC? I think... What are we talking about here? CC. I think conceal carry is unconstitutional. Well, yeah, Cameron, you have 125 XP. Hybrid Athlete has 75. Paige Walton has 75. So every time you comment, yeah, well, it's kind of like this. The Second Amendment is not to, the Second Amendment, at least according to the Constitution that I have in my room, I'm trying to really understand it more. It's to allow the government not to be able to take away your right to own weapons. But when it comes to concealed carry, some people think that hiding a gun and concealing it is unlawful, and then some people think it is lawful. I don't know enough to make that determination. That is Delaney. She is literally, I made her a moderator, and she's kind of like the little sister of the channel. Um, and yeah, so that is Delaney. She she wanted to start a YouTube channel, and she started making videos. And because I am a mentor and a veteran, I do my best. Concealed carry is for the city, open carry is for the woods. Yeah, if you're in the woods, I feel like why would you want to conceal? That makes no sense. Um, Now, this is the thing when it comes to former 19K, very cool. So it's kind of like this. The only thing is, if you're in a school zone or you're in a library, which are big spots for terrorist threats to happen, should you be allowed to have a concealed weapon in those areas? If you're a resident of the state and you don't have any lawful offenses, or you're not on probation or anything, well, it kind of seems like you should, because if someone decides to do something stupid, you want to be able to protect them. Yeah, Gunner. Yeah, so she wants to start her channel, and she I mean, what do you expect when someone's like at her age group? She's just putting out a bunch of random videos and stuff. But any person who wants to start a YouTube channel, I basically say this: if you're not of the proper age, get your parents' permission. Once you have your parents' permission, make videos. I do my best when I see people in my chat. I go through, view all my comments that I haven't responded to, and I will comment and be appropriate and be nice in your videos and be like, hey, keep going. And what I do is I'm trying to help the algorithm send more people your way, because the algorithm will send more people your way if people are commenting positive things and then you respond back to them. Now, is that going to help if one person does it? It's going to help a little bit. But if our community all comes together and anyone that puts out content, and the younger you are and the sooner you start making videos, the more videos are going to be seen. The issue is this: sometimes there's creeps online. When there's creeps online, if any of them come into this channel, I ask that my moderators help me keep an eye on them and, give people 3 strikes. Like we had a Iranian terrorist come in a few chats ago where Cameron silenced him. He kept talking about Gaza, kept identifying that he was talking about things like just grotesque things, and we ended up basically reporting his profile. I like it when those people come in, then I can report their profile to YouTube and then report them as terrorism. I hope that will have an effect somehow in the YouTube algorithm. But there's a lot of creeps out there in this world. And it's kind of like if you've served in the military. What we got here? I mean, clean street shit. I have only a gun, does much. Okay. Now, if you find yourself on the location of Deliverance 4 in the woods on the river, concealed carry could be essential. Okay. Gunner, I may want to be a doctor. I don't know what I want to be right now. It's kind of complicated. So I may be a police and be something. I may just nail tech. Well, look, Delaney, the best thing you can do right now is become the best version of Delaney that you can. You're at a young age, Delaney, where you just need to do everything that you can, figure out what you enjoy, figure out in school what your aptitude is. Are you better at writing? Are you better at science? And the biggest thing is learn this as soon as you can. People that are good friends and they take care of you, they don't make fun of you. Maybe friends pick at each other sometimes, but surround yourself with good people and learn as early as you can that you cannot trust everybody. Just remember that. Some people in this world are good, and some people in this world are not very good. And that's just the reality of it. But if you have good people around you and you continue to do your best, you will be amazed at how lucky you will be when you work hard. Luck is when preparation meets expectation. The harder I work, the luckier I get. And always give back to your community. Always give back. And now it's time for a little bit of piano. Let's see. Boom. What is this? Oh, yeah, let's see. Cameron's always putting some good stuff out here. Be multi-skilled. Don't let single mindset social constructs let you decide who you become. Yeah, that's true, Cameron. Very true. I respect peace is what I'm saying. Yep. Yeah. Um, yeah, I know with music, I like a lot of like fast metal and a lot of stuff like that. But for some reason, when I play music, I try to play music that's more at peace and calming for some reason. Try to. What's this? Hmm. Gracie, see you next time. Thank you for coming by, Gracie. I appreciate you. By the way, we're almost at 20 likes. Cameron, you guys go when you need to. You're under no obligation to stay the whole time. I just love that you guys come in. Can you say hi to Catherine and Brenda? We are huge fans. Oh, absolutely. Why would I not? Um, Catherine and Brenda, you are very welcome. And shout out to you guys. And kisses, hearts, and yeah, just thank you for being so sweet and so kind. I appreciate that. Gracie, have a great day. My favorite nurse in Alabama. You may be the only nurse I know in Alabama. So if I find another nurse in Alabama, oh, you're very welcome. Are you kidding me? That's, some people come into my channel and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe the person on the live stream actually talked to me. And it's like, shout out to Cameron Porter, my favorite moderator, who is consistently keeping everybody very happy in the room. Um, but it's so funny to me, like, I don't know, it seems like if a lot of people come in, I could get how it could be kind of crazy, but it seems like, why would I not interact with you guys if you guys come in here and give me compliments? It flatters me, you know what I mean? You know? Oh boy, we have a retrace message. What we got here? I don't think Jimmy would say anything bad. Jimmy's usually pretty cool. Let's see here. Oh, he retracted it. Never mind. I mean, have you ever seen someone from New Hampshire? I don't know, man. New Hampshire can't be that bad. Is it from New Hampshire? Does that make you sad? New Hampshire. Okay, here we go. I think I got one now. Dearly dude. Oh, what does he say? Oh, Jimmy, don't say that stuff. There's a minor in here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I didn't see what happened, but I trust Cameron. I don't have to keep an eye on everything because I know Cameron. Until Cameron gives me a reason not to trust him. Yeah. Just for the record, I know it's kind of probably sounds sometimes we're like a little strict, but it's kind of like, yeah. Sometimes we do have minors that come into the channel, and the whole point is, kind of feel like you're in a chat with a bunch of fun stuff, tell some jokes, but kind of pretend like your mom's sitting in the corner. Now, I know some people who would say, well, my mom would be the one telling the joke. You know what I mean? But, I started this channel and I started doing lives. And when I came, when I came to the settings, when I went to the settings said, is this for children? And I put no. But every time that I put no, it seemed like a lot of 9 to 15-year-olds would come into my channel. So it's just kind of like, what do I do? Oh, we just got a message from the sales team. I'm going to hit this message. I'm not going anywhere. What is this? Oh, yeah, Cameron, tell that story. I know exactly. You're talking about Mr. Gaza Strip. Yeah, he was something else. Yeah, guys, I didn't really freeze. I apologize. What I did was I went into, remember, we have a sales team who's out selling, and this just happened. So earlier today at 6:03, and I had to put in some of these messages, but if you look, okay, um, Ben sold a policy. So look right here, Kenchnik made 2,292. He made 899. So keep in mind, in the insurance world, if you play your cards right, you'll make more than an orthopedic surgeon will in money wise. So, yeah, you kind of have to grind. You have to kind of do that. Yep, Gunner is number one. Oh, is Gunner the number one right now? Let's see. How does Yep.com for I? Hmm. How does I don't understand how sometimes. Oh boy. Well, that's oh boy. Come on, Miley. Hey, Miley. Just so you know, I appreciate the compliments. But that being said, we do have a minor in the channel, so if you can, please keep it as appropriate as possible. I appreciate you in the compliments, but let's not do some crazy stuff. Appreciate that, Gunner. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys. Yeah, very simple. Anyone who's new to the chat that pops in, you can't. Pops in, um, you can't. Yeah, I mean, at least give a couple warnings. Because sometimes people come in, they'll say a joke, and then they'll be like, "Whoa, my bad. I'm sorry," and then they'll realize this is a pretty cool group, and they'll want to be involved. Hey, ye who has not sinned, cast the first stone. Saith the good book. That's what the good book says. But yeah, 3 strikes, you're out. So you've been kind of warned. Come back in, maybe have a compliment, right? And you know, but if you're gonna be, what is it? What advice would I give my younger self? Oh, what a good question. Now that is a coffee talk. Who is this from? It's a name. It's a name. Well, it's a name is it's a name. That's insane that it's a name. Um, that's a great question. It's a name. If I could talk to my younger self, um, yeah, anybody can be a spicy chatter, but this is not the right environment for that. Yeah, we know that. Wow, it's a name. It depends on what phase of my life I was in. Um, if I wanted to make the most amount of money possible and be the most successful version of myself, the first thing I would tell my younger self, unless I really wanted to go to college to do a specific job, I would recommend. Would I give myself the advice to not get a tattoo? Probably not. No, no, I like my tattoos. Um, by the way, this guy just made $2,000 in a day. So that's good money. No, I don't think I would tell myself not to get tattoos. I can understand why people might think that, but so when I was in the Navy, these tattoos represent some of my travels. They represent some of the battles I went in and fought with. They represent the portside Nautilus star. So my tattoos were each custom designed. Hey, Truth, welcome back. Yeah, Cameron, I agree with that, with finances. So this tattoo right here was, I custom designed this one. I custom designed it. It took me like 6 months for each of my tattoos because I custom designed them. I went to multiple sessions. Um, I would say I went through a phase of my life where I smoked a lot of marijuana when I was younger, right? Like a lot. And I don't just mean flower, I mean like cartridges and dabs. And like, to be fair, I had a lot of trauma growing up. So I tried to basically mask my feelings with substances through drinking and smoking instead of facing my emotions. So if you've ever gone through trauma or you've ever gone through anything that really tests you, the first thing I would recommend is learning how to love yourself. And that doesn't mean being mushy and stuff, but it means accepting yourself for your flaws. So the first thing I would say is don't depend on substances to don't depend on substances and drugs to mask yourself and your emotions. What you need to do, maybe you need to go talk to someone, maybe you need to go to counseling, maybe if there's a good church. I recommend a Greek Orthodox church. They're usually pretty understanding and rational. So that would be the biggest thing, is learning to love yourself and accept yourself for your flaws and your gifts. And um, in addition to that, it's a name. I think that I would have started my own business younger. Um, I don't regret going into the Navy. The Navy was one of the best things I ever did because I got to see more. I've seen more of the world than most of my family at a young age. All right. And that experience was phenomenal. Truth, hope you're doing awesome. Truth and Delaney, like I said, that's what's cool about this. People come in. Live chat rooms have been my thing. Yeah, well, that's why you're my moderator. I see a lot of value, and should we ever get big enough and should we ever get large enough to where we have like an in-person meeting, you will be my moderator at the meeting. Promise you on that. Maine Coons. So it's a name. It's a name. If you don't mind me asking, how old are you? Mm-hmm. I just got done playing a little bit and I got hungry again. Me, I get cranky when I don't eat, especially when I'm training. I trained so hard in the gym these last few months. It'd be a shame not to eat. You can destroy a good gym session by skipping meals. Um, yeah, so truth, just in case you're talking to me, just remember my name is CJ, not AJ, but I did play piano, and I know you kind of like my piano. A lot of people do, so. There we go. Now, what is it? Yeah, he's a sheriff's deputy. Honestly, any one of us could could secretly have fed and left. I'm Chris's agent. Yep, this is true. Cameron, you can be my agent. Just make sure I don't do anything stupid. Listen, who's more open on YouTube than I am? I tell you guys my life story, what I've done. I literally tell you I'm on Google, Christopher Whitehead Poker. I'm the thing that pops up. I ain't got nothing to hide. But I think it's cool because not only, yes, do we have a minor in the channel? Yes, Miss Delaney, which all my moderators who are strong men protect, and I appreciate you. We have veterans, we have students, we have blue collar workers. One of my members is 65 years old. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, it's so cool. It's kind of like this. Think about this is almost like a church, is what I would say. Yeah, and I even show my medals. I literally show my medals for my service when I'm in. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like this, okay? Imagine you go to church and everyone's nice and stuff. Okay, well, that's cool. I want that same type of vibe in here, but with no single purpose. Like, I don't want to be one denomination, one this. I just want a group of people who have moral and ethical compass, love their country, um, and want a spot where they can be open. And Cameron gives really good life advice, right? That's why he's my top moderator. We have a nurse that was in here earlier, Delaney. Not Delaney, but Gracie. We have a lot of different people in here, and I want each people to know when they come on this live, they can engage, they can talk to each other, they can learn. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur, right, who builds businesses. Like earlier, I'll put this picture up real quick from earlier. Okay, Zach sold a policy for $2,292. Okay, that was around a couple hours ago. Indigo sold a policy for 1,551 through Humana. So imagine instead of you going online and paying for all these crazy courses and learning all this stuff, which I've paid for courses and mentorship before, take the time to like rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Take the time right now to ask an entrepreneur questions about how to become better, how to build a business, how to talk to people, how to interact with people. You have sheriffs, you have all sorts of people in here. You want to maybe grow up and be a cop? Well, you got a sheriff in here, all right? You got Deputy King. You got Deputy King over here. You have all these people who can just sit here, talk amongst yourselves. It's just an environment I think is needed. And if I wasn't building this insurance business in Georgia, I probably would have built a school community through the website SKOOL. You basically build a community where people come in and they interact, kind of what we're doing now, but there's more perks to it. But if I built one of those, I would have to charge people. Sure, we'll do an entrepreneurship in the future. Don't have capital now. Well, that's where you're wrong, Truth.
Even if you don't have the capital, listen, that's the worst excuse you can give. There are a lot better excuses than that. All I'm saying is this. If you don't have the capital to invest, then pursue something where you can find good business owners, because any business owner is going to respect hustle and they're going to help you more than you realize. You need to find a product or a service or figure out how to be useful or find something that you can take orders ahead of time and then take the money and then provide. There's lots of ways to do it. Like, let's say you wanted to start making cookies, right? Okay. You go around, you say, hey, I'm going to make the most delicious cookies you've ever had, and I'm making these cookies so I can be my own business boss. You go around town and you get orders, and you tell people, hey, I'm getting in orders. I'm going to have these cookies ready at the end of the week. They'll pay you the money, you get a receipt, and then you deliver, get cash up front. That's just a simple example of cookies, right? Find a problem and solve it. That's another thing. Problem solving. Find a problem and solve it. All right? Yeah. Now, I get if you wanted to like buy a website and a domain and get an LLC, yeah, that stuff's going to cost money. If you wanted to get a life insurance license, it's going to cost you money to do that. But just to become an entrepreneur, find out what's around your house, go to yard sales, learn how to flip. There's a great book called Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. And he's the owner of the Jets. He talks about going around yard sales, right, and buying Hot Wheel cars. People have these big Hot Wheel cars and containers at yard sales. You pay them $20 to get this huge thing of Hot Wheel cars, and you sell, and let's say you get 40 cars in that box. You sell each car for $2 or $3. Well, that $20 has now turned into 80 to 120. So you turn that money 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You got 600% return on that money. You get what I'm saying? You got 6 to 1. So don't think, when you want to be an entrepreneur, truth, sell hair irons. What is a hair iron? Yep. Now, truth, you're given 2 excuses right now. You don't have money and it's too risky. With that attitude, you will never be an entrepreneur. Change your mindset. I don't have the money right now, but I'm working towards it. Yeah, it's risky, but you know what? I'm willing to fail because I will not quit. Your first or second businesses may fail, right? But you can't have that mindset in an entrepreneur. You got to shift your brain. If I could take a knife and cut open your skull and take your brain, I'd shake it up and say, listen, don't say I can't, say I haven't yet. Do it and you can do it. And I'd clean that bad boy and I'd stick it back in. And I'd say, all right, now think again. I know that sounds silly, but you got to perform brain surgery. You got to read books. You got to create positive feedback loops in your head. You got to think. I got into sales where I am now with the insurance and being a good producer because I used to knock on doors and sell knives. Yeah, some of them are. Yeah, brother, that's what I do. That's why I have teams. I used to knock on doors and sell knives to people. Okay? Imagine you hear a knock on your door and then it's Coach Chris trying to sell you a knife. Hey guys, my name is Coach Chris. I'm an entrepreneur. I noticed that you had a Porsche in the front yard, and I said, you know what? If anybody can respect quality, it's a guy that owns a Porsche. Now, I simply wanted the opportunity to show you why you should invest in a U.S.-made knife that you will never have to buy another knife. I just want a chance to just be an entrepreneur. I want to be like you. Would you please give me the opportunity to create a value proposition for you? And I sold like $65,000 worth of knives. I sold vacuums door to door, right? I think Cameron had to leave. He may still be here. But here's the thing, guys. When it comes to business and entrepreneurship, right, you got to change the way you think. You can't let other people's opinions retrace. And when it comes to investing in your business, just keep this. Yeah, we got a few people here. But we got to remember, whether we have 1 people here or 100 people here, it doesn't change what I have to say, because right now there's a young potential entrepreneur here, truth, and I want to sprinkle some knowledge on you. Okay. Truth. It's like this. It's never I can't. It's I haven't yet. Okay? It's I haven't yet. It's a name. I don't know if you're still in the chat. It's a name. I have top fans here. Yeah, it's a name. It's a name. If you're still in the chat, hopefully you like the advice I gave you earlier. But truth, the mindset shift of an entrepreneur is one that it takes a lot of people some time to figure out. But it's never I can't. It's I haven't yet, right? And it's going to sound cheesy. It's going to sound corny, but it's so simple. All right. You've got to have an uncanny desire to succeed when other people don't believe in you. What made me successful was every time somebody told me no, I learned how to take every experience Hey, do you remember me? Ilza. I'm trying to think. Where were you from, Ilza? I do my best to remember everybody. Yeah, truth, it's like this. They were excuses. But that's okay because we all have excuses. That's human nature. We're programmed. Some people are programmed and they don't believe in themselves and they come up with an excuse. When you don't come up with an excuse and then you say, well, I haven't yet. What if? All right. You think to yourself, what if I could? What if I did it? What if? What if I started the business? What if I took the risk? Everybody around me keeps saying, I can't do it, but they're all miserable. What if? Oh, Ilza, LA, I do remember that now. Uh-huh. Love me some chicken breast. Forgive me. I made this earlier. Yes, welcome back. Oh, thank you. Hearts, shout out, love. No, I'm trying to give some entrepreneur coaching here to Ilza, not to Ilza, but to Truth, because I think Truth maybe wants to become an entrepreneur, but the mindset is not there. Oh, thank you. Trust me, it is delicious. Oh, your boy don't play when it comes to cooking. I've been lifting heavy again in the gym, building my strength back, and I'm telling you, I eat like a monster. I literally, my post-workout meal is usually 1 or 2 pounds of chicken, right? 1 or 2 pounds of chicken. I've already eaten like 9 eggs today. And you got to remember, I'm burning a lot of calories in the gym. So, cake? What cake? I don't have any cake. What cake? That's rice, baby. I don't really eat cake. If I want something sweet, I eat fruit. Here's the fridge, guys. This is my fridge. Protein shakes, these are good. I prefer real food, but I'm gonna have a Coke Zero. Give me a little caffeine buzz. All right, guys, and we're back. Yes, I do. From time to time, I drink Coke Zero. I'll do a Coke Zero. Why? There's a few reasons. One, I like the caffeine. A little caffeine, right? Two, it's got 0 calories. And everybody I know that says I shouldn't drink Coke, or they say, oh, well, that's going to be unhealthy for you, they're usually fat. And I'm not fat, and I'm really strong. And I work out like 6 days a week. I can press, deadlift, I can run, I can do calisthenics, I can do weighted pull-ups. So it's kind of like, now do I drink regular Coca-Cola? No. Andrea? Oh, what's up, Andrea? I didn't see you there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, oh, sweet. Welcome back, Cameron. Yeah, they were surprised because I told them I was going to drink a Coke Zero, you know? Um, yeah, the Coke Zeros I like because they have 0 calories. The caffeine in it's like 34 mgs of caffeine. Oh. Oh, yeah, Ilza. Well, I would say this. If you want to lose weight, most people need to eat more food, but less calories. That statement's very true. Most people that want to lose weight need to eat more food and less calories. Welcome to your nutrition coach. Why am I showing you all this yummy food? Well, I'm not fat, right? I've got muscle, right? When I pump up, I look pretty good. I eat all the time. So this is my homemade chicken split. I made in the air fryer, sticky rice. Remember, when you want to lose weight, if anybody wants to lose weight or get leaner, and you have a pen and paper, if you like, I can tell you how to do it. Okay? So, all you got to do is, now this is assuming that you're training a little bit. Most people don't know how to train. That's fair. But you take your body weight, and then you figure out what your body fat percentage is. Welcome back, Cameron. Take your body weight, multiply it times your body fat percentage. For example, if someone's 100 pounds, or let's say someone is 100 pounds and they're 20% body fat. 100 times 0.20, right? They have 80 pounds of lean body mass, right? So you eat for your LBM, your lean body mass. If you enjoy this information, all I ask is that you give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up because a thumbs up in this is good for the algorithm. That's my dessert. So a Coke Zero is like my sweet tooth for the dessert. So a 0-calorie dessert. So once you have your lean body mass, you take that number and you divide it by 6. You try to eat 5 or 6 portions of protein at that number per day. To make it simple, if you eat 15 to 20 grams of protein 5 to 6 times a day, you will get leaner if you're physically active. Now, with that, you add some carbohydrates equal to the amount of protein. 25 grams of protein is 100 calories because there's 1 gram. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories, right? So 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. So 10 grams of protein is 40 calories. So 25 grams of protein is 100 calories. So it's kind of like this. If you eat 25 grams of protein and 25 grams of carbs, that's 200 calories. Okay? So you eat 25 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs, that's 200 calories. You do that 6 times a day, that's 1,200 calories. Fat has 9 calories per gram, right? So you'd put some little olive oil, a little avocado, and sprinkle some fats throughout your diet. Easy day. Eating 3 times a day can work, but if you want to ramp up your metabolism and your training, shoot for 5 to 6 portions of protein spread throughout the day. Every 3 hours, eat a meal, drink a lean shake with an apple. Eat a meal and do resistance training. That is the key to get lean. And you need to drink a lot of water because you're going to be processing food. Your body's going to go in what they call diet-induced thermogenesis. You're going to be burning fat just from existing. And that is how it works. If you want to be a natural athlete. Now, if you want to hop on some illegal substances and take that route, it's a whole nother conversation. Don't recommend it. I recommend is letting food be your medicine. Protein powders and all these supplements. If you don't understand food, don't use a supplement. Right. Now, what other questions? I have my piano over there. It is a coffee talk. I did play some. We've got the hummingbirds out here. They're coming through. And I have a beautiful rose. I have a beautiful rose here. Why am I too good at coaching people? Well, I am decent at coaching people because I have been coaching people for almost 17 years. So, yeah, I've been doing it for a long time. People have paid me a good amount of money to do it. For the record, this rose was given to me by a friend. I like the way flowers smell. Flowers make me happy. Thanks, brother. Yeah, this was given to me by a client. They said, "Oh, Chris, you're just the best coach, and I just had to give you a flower. I was out there cutting, and I just thinking about you, and I was just like, well, thank you. I'll keep it in my room, and next time or on my stream, I'll put it on the live stream." So my clients give me stuff all the time. I'm so blessed, guys. It pays to not be an asshole in life. You know what I mean? And I got a little caffeine in me now, too. Hummingbirds are coming back, guys. Here, check it. If I keep it here, the hummingbirds are going to come back. You'll see them swoop through here in a second. Oh, y'all guys camera shy? Well, thank you. I'd like to think I deserve it. I do work hard. I try to give back to my community. I try to give free information on the live streams. And yeah, guys, instead of going out and partying and drinking and smoking and, doing all that scene, I try to take that time and spend it with you guys. Hello, hummingbird. Hummingbird. I see you, hummingbird. He's over there on the other side. You can see his little wing there. Don't have no deer out. There he is. You see the hummingbirds? They're flying around. He just flew over there. There's like 3 or 4 of them. So guys, I have a question. I am going to take a shower and then I have to stretch. Let me go. I got to check the team chat. I'm not going to freeze. I'm just going to check the team. All right. Yeah, guys. Burbs. Yep. Yeah, so look, even like right through here, I'm going to put this up. Sean Spanos. Sean Spanos was my mentor. We served in the military together when I got in insurance. And so Ben Carpenter sold 2 policies. Indigo made another $700. He already made $3,000 today. Now, he doesn't get that all at once. That $3,000 gets divided by 12 months. Excuse me. But when you think about it, every month, let's say total today is, let's say 3,000. And you do 3,000 divided by 12. So 12, 24, 2, 6, 5, 25. So So 100 into 12 would be 12. 200 a month would be 24. 300 would be 36. So he's going to make $220 a month for the rest of the year. Okay? Think about that. Just think about that. He's going to make $220. He got paid like a couple $100 today. Next month he's going to get paid $220. The next month he's going to get paid $220. And then in January when they renew, he's going to get it again. Now imagine he wrote 3 policies today. So he's going to get $220 and $50. So that's $270. For the next, every month he's going to get a $220 check and a $50 check. Now imagine you have 100 clients Now every month you're getting 2,000, you're getting 3,000. The thing is, you service these people and you get these premiums, and the premiums add up. Like, yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, but the cool thing is you get the contracts, you offer the health insurance, and then it's just like, wow. They get a life insurance, they get a health insurance, and then you're going to get paid. And then every year they're going to renew. And when they renew, you get paid just for renewing their policy. It's an amazing setup, guys. You basically take 2 or 3 years and you build that, you probably don't have to work another day in your life unless you just want to. Guys, everybody in the chat, this is your coffee talk. You have a chance now to ask me a question about anything before I get ready to go. Topics for discussion are entrepreneurship, mindset training, physical training, and nutrition. Nothing is off the table as long as it's appropriate. I've been going now almost for 2 hours, so I'm kind of at my threshold. As you guys know, my nipple's popping out, my bad. My peeps is people. Oh yeah, I got what you knew. So in the future, what I'm going to do, I'm about to have open enrollment season, which means it's going to get very busy for me. So what that means is this. What I am going to do is probably only have my streams to be DeMonte Johnson. DeMonte, welcome to the chat. I'm kind of getting ready to wrap it up, but any entrepreneurs or any athletes to topics on the table? Hello, D. The topics for the day's coffee talk are entrepreneurship, how to start a business, how to figure out what you want to do, or health, wellness, and nutrition, to where if you're an athlete, I'll give you some tips on what to eat. I just made the food while I was live, different things like that. So this is your chance to talk to a successful entrepreneur, someone who's built businesses in multiple states, and yeah, just have a chance to kind of talk about some things. Please keep it appropriate. Please keep it somewhat, family friendly, and let's engage. What question do you guys have? If I don't get any questions here within a little bit, I'm probably going to wrap it up. We're going on 2 hours. And yeah. DJ Johnson, what brings you into the chat? You got any questions? Yum, yum, yum. Whew. And while anybody is there, while I'm waiting for your questions, guys, I'm just going to kind of open this up and play with a couple things. What I'm going to do, again, I'm waiting for you guys' questions. Until you guys ask me some questions, I'm going to post this. This is the sales team. Zach made $2,292 in that one sale earlier today. It says just now, but it was just a couple hours ago. Earlier between that, Indigo Dillard, Mr. Dillard, made $1,551. All right. And I just got a message in. Looks like someone else just made a sale. So let me go check that out real quick. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But I had to go out of my chat. But look, just now, all right, Robert just made $3,102 in one deal. Isn't that crazy, guys? Isn't that crazy? So it just kind of goes to show you, Sean Spanos, my mentor, great dude. I served with him in the Navy. Yeah, guys, the main thing is I try to show this, anybody who wants to start a business, This is where it's at. Okay. I'm not going to get into the details of why that is because we're coming to the end of our chat. But the most important thing that I can tell you guys is this. If you don't know what you want to do in life, start your own business. If you don't know how to do it, then stay in contact on this channel, ask questions in the chat, and I'll give you some advice about how to start your own business, what avenues that you could do. You want me to play a little bit? Delaney, you want me to play a little bit of the piano before I leave? Of course I can. I enjoy the piano. Mm-hmm. All right, Delaney, since you asked, I would be a butthole if I didn't. Oh, I need to stretch. Oh, excuse me. Okay, that's John Legend. How many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. You got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't bring you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I'm so lonely. Don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright, 'cause I'm how many times do I have to tell you? Even when you're crying, you're beautiful too. You got my head spinning. No kidding, I can't turn you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride. Something like that. Not the best singer, but I try. Mm-hmm. Ah, got some caffeine in. John Legend is such a good song that all of me. He says, all your curve and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Shout out to John Legend. Shout out to John Legend. I wish I knew more of his song.
We got Pacabella. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, guys. Welcome to the chat. I am about to be on my way out. Hope everyone's having a good time. Coke Zero. This piano session is brought to you by Coke Zero. All right. One last little bit. Yes, absolutely, guys. This piano performance is sponsored by none other than Coke Zero. Nice to meet you. It's sponsored by the Coke Zero. You like my impressions, guys? This is my impression of Joe Biden playing the piano. It was a long time ago. Don't worry about it. It's zero Coke, and what I did was this is tell you, there's this guy. He's got orange hair, and I was sitting there, and something happened one time, and I don't really know what happened. But I was sitting there, and the people voted for me, and next thing I know, I didn't make any sense when I talked, but that's okay. Yeah.
Yep, welcome to being ADHD, right? hmm All right, guys. I believe I've met my threshold. I've got to eat. I need to sleep and take a nap. By the way, somebody said I should just have a mustache the other day. What do you think? Pure mustache? Somebody said to shave the whole beard off, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to shave my beard. What do you guys think? Shave the beard off completely or keep it? Comment your answers down below. Thank you for being sponsored by Coke. Don't shave the beard. All right, my moderator says don't shave the beard. The beard's looking good. Yeah, I figure if I had a mustache, I'd be a little creepy. I think I was going to go for long hair and a beard, like a Viking warlord. Thank you, Delaney. Play something soft really quick before I go. Boo. Kuchin Cats, hello. Good morning. Where are you from, Cats? You must be on the other side of the world. Are you from? Good morning. So you're in a 12-hour time difference? Are you in India? Guys, thank you, Delaney, for always. I am about worn out. Coke Zero, a little caffeine. Hi. Oh, Indonesia. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if you're in the chat and you enjoy it, thumbs ups do help. It is almost 8 o'clock here. I am about on my way out, but had a talk here. I was doing a coffee talk. Nelson and Katz, thank you for coming in. And yeah, basically, we were talking about entrepreneurship, how to build a business. Yeah, we're kind of talking about things like that. And then played a little bit of piano in the meantime. Shout out to Indonesia. And hi, shout out to Indonesia. Indonesia, I feed ya. How's Indonesia this morning? Is it good? Dear, not Nelson. Oh, Neslin. Neslin, is that better? Apologize for that. Yeah, remember I'm from the South. Sometimes I mispronounce names. I apologize for that. No disrespect. India, Haiti, that's crazy. Good morning. How are you guys? What are you going to do today? What are you going to do today? Hope everybody is doing great. Thank you, Delaney, my favorite moderator here. She's reminding everybody, if you can, please give a thumbs up. It does help me. You can type thumbs ups down there, but if you look in the top, yep, where it says 18 now, thank you. That helps me out. I'm going live for about 2 hours and 20 minutes already. We had a good talk today. Entrepreneurship, how to build a business. And Delaney, thank you so much for being a constant reminder to people to do that. Not trying to sound nagging, but I do this in my spare time, and it does help. So thank you guys. Now, this is Coffee Talk. So in Coffee Talk, we talk about a lot of things. Oh, Delaney! I said I was going to leave an hour ago. Anyways, we cooked our food live. We had some coffee. Oh, Gunner's back. Yep. I can never see how many people are in the chat. It always changes. Yep, and well, no, oh, snap. Oh, dang gun. Well, thank you, Mr. Knight. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know how to see when everybody comes in and out. Sometimes it says there's 0 people, but like 10 people are chatting. Sometimes it says there's 100 people. I never know what that thing says, but this is what I do know. I act the same whether it's 1 person or 100 people. I do know if I get 20 thumbs ups, I think that'll be a record for me for a little cast. Man, I am on the edge of my rope though. Like, it's been a long day. I did heavy squats, heavy deadlifts. I trained heavy last night. I just need. Yeah, you see, I know it says people leave, people don't. I see top fans in here. I'm still wondering why one top fan is at yep.com for I. Delaney, you're number 3 with 150 XP. I just don't know how they gauge it. But while we have some new faces in here, before I go, I want to do a quick little talk. Entrepreneurship. What is the purpose of entrepreneurship? Does anybody? That's my. Oh, that's your tag at the top? Oh, okay. So you're them. Okay. So you're yep. See? Okay. So you have a tag different. Okay, I see. Okay. I think you mentioned that earlier. That makes sense. I try not to assume anything. Every time I make assumptions, bad things happen. So that's cool. If I've got to be the big goof. Okay. Thanks, King. Yeah, guys, King was actually his first time in the chat was had a really good talk. Okay. Well, thank you for that, King. So, is there anyone in the chat? We had we had some people from Haiti and some people from India earlier. This is your chance to ask me a question. The team chat just had another sale. I'm going to pop out real quick. I will be right back just so I can congratulate them on the sale. We are back. Okay, guys, check this out. Another sale just came in for the team, and I'm going to show it to you. See right here. $3,102.72. That is amazing. Just goes to show you why being an entrepreneur is amazing. So we have a list. This is one of our team chats with our Epic brokerage, and that is real cash. They got paid for Plan G, $3,172. Yeah, so basically, I have notifications on my phone, and another one just came in. Be right back. What is this? Okay, that was kind of funny. Yep, and we're back. Yeah, guys, so, yeah, it's just really cool because, see, it's kind of like this. You can work a 9-to-5 job, go to work, come back, and you get paid the same amount of money. You may have to do that for a small period of your life, but don't build your whole life around that. Instead, get some type of business that this person right here, Robert, he made $3,102.72 on this one sale today, right? So we're congratulating him. We have a whole list. Now, you think about that. They work today, they make $3,000. Tomorrow, they're going to write another $2,000 in policies. The next day, another $2,000. Now, each one of those policies are going to pay a percentage of that each month. So the cool thing is, it doesn't sound like, it sounds almost too good to be true. But when you have your insurance license and your security license, you can sell life, health, and accident. You have people who literally are wanting coverage and asking to get coverage. You take the coverage over to their house, you talk to them, figure out what's best for them, make them a plan, and then you get paid for as long as they keep playing it. It is the most amazing thing. And it's something that in the future, if you don't know what you want to do in life, do this type of business. Do I like horror movies? Well, I used to like horror movies a lot. I don't really watch movies too much anymore. I need to watch more movies, but I would say I can enjoy a good horror movie from time to time if the setting's right. Yeah, for sure. Um, I like to be scared sometimes, but I guess I like movies that make me think. Like I love documentaries. Guys, if we can get 20 thumbs ups, that would be amazing. Delaney, what type of movies do you like? I'm guessing you like horror movies, or what kind of movies do you like? One more bite of chicken. Mm-hmm. Where'd our top go? Oh, there it is. Let me see what you wrote in here. What we got? Haha. Delaney, I so appreciate you, but I have Netflix, I have Hulu, I have a huge TV over here, and the people always laugh, but I have this huge TV right here. You see this? To put this into perspective, this is like a 65-inch TV. I'm 6'4", 230 pounds. I'm a pretty large man, pretty tall, pretty big. This TV is huge, and I never use it. I know it sounds silly to a lot of stuff I don't use. I have them for when guests come over. My friends use it when they come over. But to be frank, I'm usually working or doing these live chats. Got to keep the money coming in. You know what I'm saying? So, so, and I'm spending a lot of time in the gym, you know, training again. So because I'm training again, I'm spending. And we're back. Yeah, I spend a lot of time training in the gym and building my business and stuff like that. So, no, I don't want to say, hey, I'm going to go watch this movie because I won't. I'm probably going to go cook, go eat, go to the gym, go train, go study. Maybe I'll play a poker tournament online because I am still trying to cash in one of the events. Uh, and that's that. I wonder if people would like this view if I used it. I wonder if people would like this view. Still not quite as good. I feel like the view would be better if it was a little taller. Like maybe right here. Maybe. Well, let's say my nephew comes over. Oh, I just don't really use a lot of this stuff. It's more for decoration. I am a very simple man, Delaney. But guys, it is about the time. I know Delaney's going to be upset, but I am going to go now and get ready for my day to begin again. But I appreciate everyone that came into the chat. You guys rock so much. Thank you for spending time. And until next time, I hope that you guys have a great day. And I want to leave on this note. Well, a lot of this stuff is given to me for free. A lot of it's gifts, Delaney. A lot of it's gifts, or well, sure. But a lot of the stuff I get is gifts. Nah. Here's the thing. A lot of the nice stuff that I get, a lot of it's gifts. So I'll do something for someone and I'll be like, hey, I want to give you this, or I'll help somebody out and they just give me stuff. So life has been very good to me in that sense. I don't know why I'm so blessed, but I think it's because I do a lot of good karma. I do a lot of deeds for other people. And I think what goes around kind of comes around. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where, um, yeah, like I had some clients back in the day when I was doing another business, they would get rid of old stuff and just give it to me. And they were like multimillionaires. So it's kind of like this. I spend more money on food than probably anything else. I spend a lot of money on good quality food. That's one thing I buy. And I spend a lot of money on books and educational material. Yeah. Delaney, just remember this. Oh, that's fine if they want to leave. Look, everybody's free to come and go as they please. I hope they would stay. I would hope that some of the people, the young entrepreneurs, would come into the room and seek some counsel. And you got to think, the more I go live, the more opportunity there is. But guys, I love all of you so much. Until next time, I will see you. God bless. Have a great day, Delaney.